So how did you decide to come on the accreditation program? What happened? What was the process?
I mean, the last few years have been a bit of a blur, if I'm honest. I've taken a massive life bend, I guess, a bit of a different journey. I don't know if that's because I'm coming towards being 40, a little bit of a change, but you know, as you know, my school Funky Studios was established in 2012. It very quickly got very, very big. You know, we were associated with Narrow Road. We had patrons, you know, Haley Tamerden, and there was a lot of hype. You know, over 65 students now in top drama schools in the UK. It just went, it really snowballed. But when that was happening, I was working like every hour of every day. And it was almost like a vehicle that I was in. This is what we do next. This is the next intake, and this is how it goes. And my own, I need to feed myself as well. And yes, of course, by teaching students, you gain so much. But I like to be challenged and I like to learn different things. And I guess what I'm saying is I was starting to get to a point where I didn't feel like there was any more time for me to be able to self-develop. My teaching was growing, my students were doing very, very well, but I felt like I wanted a challenge. I'm a geek like that, you know, I want to do well in the things that I do. I like to learn more. So then I turned to yoga just to get a little bit of like, let's bring it back. And I have to say, you know, those of you that do yoga or those of you that are thinking of doing yoga, the meditation for me was very difficult to start off with because I couldn't stop. Like I just couldn't be, because if I was just still, everything would just explode and I'd be full of to do this and to do that and get this going. And so for me, actually, it was caused quite a lot of anxiety to start off with the meditation. But I had an exceptional teacher, Tracy, who really helped me through that and said, look, just keep going because you're going to unravel that onion. And eventually, you know, you can put it back together how you want to. And, you know, I'm sat here 3 years later, I now teach yoga, which I feel is a huge benefit towards the performing arts. I think it combines beautifully with a holistic training, you know, mind, body and soul. And that that transitioned for me to go, okay, I need something else. I want to work towards something else. So I need balance, let alone my husband and my family
and
going.
Your daughter, yes.
What you? Like, where have you gone? So
I think this is so interesting, Katie. I'm sorry to talk across you, but
no.
What you're talking about is you're sitting in a place of success.
Yes.
Which clearly you were. But there was nowhere else for you to go within that envelope. And that by doing the yoga, it allowed you to sort of be more mindful of what you wanted and to self-reflect.
Absolutely. It just was, it was almost like and it wasn't as quick as a light bulb moment, but it was this enlightenment that I was just like, hang on, there's more to me than this, or there's more to life than this. And, you know, I think there's a beautiful paragraph in Thich Nhat Hanh's book, The Art of Living, when he talks about being number one. And he talked about the fact of if you're number one in something, you have to give everything to it, every essence of everything. And sometimes a lot of other things actually get left behind. And I feel like for me to get Funky to where it was, it needed every essence of me. But then it got to where it was, and my idea was to get students into drama school. And then it was like, well, it's doing that. But where's all my other strands? You know, have I got enough time for my family? No. Do I have enough time to go to the theatre and truly enjoy it? No. Like, am I able to go to a football match and scream and shout? No. And so I think through yoga, it allowed me to go, what is it that I want? And that's where that big transition came.
I think success can be a treadmill.
Yeah.
And I think people don't get this.
I think it's a beautiful story as well about the challenge of being a small business owner.
Yeah.
And how you know, is the growth that you want always about earning more money and getting bigger and bigger? But, you know, what you did was you went to, actually, I need to grow myself and then find out where I want to be next.
Yes.
And thank you for choosing us to
Yeah.
be part of that journey.
Yeah.